So the question is, how are stories really being used organically? How are they being used natively? And I would say, from my experience, the vast majority of people that are using stories are using them as a way to chronicle their life. It's kind of like vlogging. Most people, when they see something in their life, when something happens in their life that is interesting, they pull out their phone and they film a short story of it. This is how the vast majorities of stories are created around the world, from my perspective, from my worldview. You guys can prove me wrong. But an example would be, let's say that it's somebody's birthday and somebody pulls out a cake and there's all these candles on it. You guys are getting ready to send happy birthday. Don't people pull out their phones? Like, isn't this normal? Don't we pull out our phones and be like, okay, let's film this cool little event? Well, this is kind of where stories come in. You're kind of like live streaming this event, but you're only live streaming it for seconds at a time, and then you're just pressing submit. The cool thing about stories, though, is that you can also add some features to it. You could add some music to it. You can add some text to it very, very easily. So you could film something like that, and then in the text, you could say like, happy birthday, John, and tag John. Hey, everybody, wish John a happy birthday. You could tag that person, and then you could even put some music behind it if you wanted to. So that's the cool thing about stories. So maybe you're out at a restaurant and you order a seafood tower and you don't know what it is. But when it comes, it's like 3 stories and it's got like lobster and it's got crab legs coming off and it's got this like dry ice that's like creating this like smoke thing. And you're like, what? I was not expecting this. Suddenly you want to pull out your phone and you want to film it. So the idea is that if you just take a video, it's just going to stay in your phone forever. Let's be honest. All these videos and pictures we've taken over the years, they just pretty much stay in your phone. Every once in a while, you go back and you find these old pictures you took. Stories are a little bit of a more effective photo album. They're a little bit of a more effective. You can take videos, you can take pictures, and you can just push them to your stories. And this is a way for your fans or your followers to be able to see what's going on. So if you understand the basics of stories, which is they disappear in 24 hours, they're generally intended to be a glimpse into somebody's life, AKA a vlog, like a video log of somebody's life, like a journal. Okay. Now, there's a really cool feature about stories, which is, they disappear in 24 hours for your followers, but they don't disappear in 24 hours for you. So you have an archive of all of your stories. So it's really cool because I've posted, 10,000 stories, and I have an archive of all of them that I could just easily go through and I can remember anything about my life. So it's like creating your own documentary. Now, let's talk about, now that we understand the basics of stories, we're not going to do today's whole session on it. I'm just going to give you some talking version of it. But now that you understand the basics of stories, let's add a few interesting elements, some problems, and then kind of relate how to use it for business.